Hello, my name is Nadin with the Schoolmonk YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what is Amazon lending and should I take on Amazon lending loan as an Amazon seller. So Amazon offers three lending programs. There's the line of credit, Marcus by Goldman Sachs. And then there's the Amazon lending, and then there's this one is relatively new, merchant cash advance options. So for today, I'm going to be talking about the Amazon lending option. So what is the Amazon lending? Basically, they give you a lump sum up front, and then you're going to make 12 payments, equal payments. And the interest rate varies, and the amount of lending varies based on your sales. I've seen that as high as $2 million, and interest rate can go as high as 14, 15, or sometimes I've seen as low as 7, 8% in previous years. So how do you apply? You go to Seller Central Growth Lending, which gets you to the lending page, and then you click Start Application. And then what the application looks like is here. You can choose the different amount to borrow. You can change the number of months you pay back, and so on and so forth. So let me make sure to cover that. Terms. So yeah, as you can see in this loan, the APR is 12.99%, and the monthly payment is $109,051 per month. And the loan amount is $1.221 million. So how does the repayment work? So repayment is basically Amazon takes money out of your funds that it holds for distribution, and the payment is once a month. And then you can pay off as early. There's no penalty for paying off early, but the downside is the high monthly payments. Here. And then there's also the option where you can check off when you apply. Down here, when you apply here, at the bottom, you click the option, and it will draft money from your bank account and pay if there's not enough Amazon sales to cover the payment for the loan. The next question is, does it have a personal guarantee? No, this is a business loan and does not have a personal guarantee. That's a good thing about it. That means that if you don't pay, if you don't make the payments, then they would just go after the assets in the business and not go outside of the business. And so the next question is, what is collateralized under loan? So when you make this loan, they will put a UCC lien on your business, and basically they have a lien on your inventory, all inventory in the U.S., all tangibles and intangible assets. If you want to read, then read the loan terms. When you click on the loan here at the bottom, you can download the loan terms. And then under the security, you can see that it securitizes all inventory, all your sellers' accounts associated with you, all the general intangibles, which means trademarks, and such, and then all equipment goods in the U.S. And note that the business cannot remove any inventory stored in Amazon if the payment is not met. So that's basically an overview of what is Amazon lending. Just here, I went ahead and did an example here for $1 million. So if I borrow $1 million, the monthly payment is $89,313. Monthly interest rate, as you can see from the previous screen, is 12.99. So the total interest you pay is $71,000, and the interest cost is total is 7.19. They share that out front. I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't seem that bad. The problem is this. Is the high monthly payments that basically each month you're paying out $89,000 each month, and we'll get in a little bit of that in a little more in a second. So should you take on Amazon lending loan as an Amazon seller? You got to ask yourself, why do you need this money? Before you take the loan, you should sit down and think about it, because this can get you into trouble. So like, what is the problem? Are you having a short-term cash crunch, or you bought too much inventory and you can't pay for it? It's coming due and you don't have enough cash. Or is this delaying the inevitable problem that you have to deal with later? Let's say 6 months or 12 months later, you pay off the loan, you still have the same problem. So oftentimes getting loans just allows us to delay the hard decisions that we don't want to make earlier. For example, if we have poor performing team members that we should get let go, but because we're a people pleaser, like myself, people pleaser, and I like it when people like me, so I don't want to let them go. And is this loan gonna paper and cost you more later on? And the other question you got to ask is your business bloated and with too much overhead, oftentimes with too much payroll, too much rent. So is this going to delay the inevitable again? And then the other question you're going to need to ask is, how will you have the money to pay the monthly payment that's coming due in 12 months? See, this statement is very pertinent here, because I've seen several people that I've known, including myself, that have gotten into trouble because of this Amazon lending loan. I call it the spiral of death. The consequences of running out of cash is bankruptcy for your business. Versus, oftentimes we fear missing out. The opposite is, like, if you don't take on this loan and you run out of stock, or that means you get less sales. So the consequence of less sales is a lot lower than the consequence of bankruptcy. Bankruptcy means game over for your business. So we personally went through this, several years ago, and we took on this loan, and because of the cash crunch, it made us, we had a major cash crunch because of this loan. Just notice, I went and ran the numbers here to see what kind of payments what happens is, like, the first month you get $1 million, right? Let's say the loan is $1 million and the monthly payment is 89,000. You're like, yes, I don't have the cash crunch anymore. You pay off, your vendors, and you caught up in the inventory. But then come the third, each month you're seeing 89,000, 89. You're starting to get worried, and then month 6 here, your balance remaining is only $516,000. You just paid off almost $500,000 within 6 months. And so, have you sold off enough inventory to pay off this loan? And the total amount payment you paid is over $535,000 already. That means that you only have $500,000 left to work on it. So if you spent this and bought inventory and you haven't sold through, by month 8 and month 9, you're stuck with that inventory, but you don't have any cash, so you can't make payroll and stuff like that. So you have to think through that before you take on this loan. And so by month 6, if you haven't paid off, if you haven't sold most of your at least half of your inventory that you bought with this money, then I call this the spiral of death, because you're just praying that they renew the loan and you can get the loan again. And they may or they may not. Are you going to be able to sleep at night knowing that you may not get the Amazon refinance loan again? And so this is very dangerous, and so you got to be careful before you take on this loan. So in summary, should you take on that loan? I would only recommend it if it's your last resort. Would be our last resort. I consider this like a loan shark, because the payment is so high that it just drains the cash out of your business. And then this I only recommend if you can have a plan, or at least a good chance of refinancing this loan into a longer term loan. So this is more of a bridge loan. You can do that, but again, what if you don't get the refinance loan? So you're going to be going to sleep at night. So the biggest pitfall of the large monthly payment is it doesn't give you much room for margin of error. I would say be very careful taking on this loan, very, very careful, because there's one person I know that got into bankruptcy because they took on this loan. And then several other people, including myself, who took on this loan and had cash crunches and had near death experiences with our businesses. So that's my video today on what is Amazon lending loan and should you take that on as a Amazon seller. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel, and so I can put more content from a big Amazon seller sharing my experience on the Amazon platform. I'll see you next time.